say it. Yeah. Anyway, our movie review for the week. I don't know if Johnny's seen any of these movies. I'm going to review two movies for you.
Oh, let's do one. It's been a long episode. Let's see
Oh,
the other
just
one.
get over it.
All
Fall
right, all
Guy,
right.
starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, still in theaters, but also you can stream it on places such as Amazon Prime. You can rent it, or you
As
can,
God intended. Nobody
as
has to
God
leave their house.
intended. It almost made its budget. The budget was 150 million. It made 130 million, and they're trying to recoup that extra 20 million. Just try to get it out on streaming to get that 20 million.
And
But
it
I'm
was
pretty sure
supposed
they.
to come out last year. They shelved it.
Mm.
Yeah, I was actually invited to two viewings so I can critique it, and I couldn't make it because of the show. And I was like, I want to see the Fall Guy, and I couldn't do it. And I'm pretty sure I could have told him what I thought then. It would have been a better movie, but it's okay. Things happen. All right, we'll start with Carlos. Carlos, Fall Guy, starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. Johnny, did you see Fall Guy by any chance?
I did not.
All right, no problem. You can listen and give your insight. Carlos, Fall Guy, what did you think?
Loved it. Great movie. Saw it twice. Yeah, it was good stuff. I mean, it definitely wasn't. I'm gonna say it wasn't based on the TV show at all. All you had was one character, Colt Seavers. That's a stuntman, and that's it. But the chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt was worked really well. The storyline kind of generic, but it was a fun watch. Definitely a fun watch. Comedy, action, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely worth a watch for sure. What's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson. He does such so good as a bad guy. I'm like, I hate this prick now. I never want to see a movie of him again. But yeah, he's good. Yeah, I would definitely give it a 4 to 5.
Wow. Okay, Laura, Fall Guy, what'd you take?
In general, I enjoyed it. I got a few good chuckles out of it. I enjoyed the action scenes, and I agree that there was a good chemistry between Emily Blunt and Ryan Reynolds. Not
Gosling.
Ryan Reynolds. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Ryan Gosling, all the Ryans. I liked the behind the scenes the stuff with the stunt doubles. I thought that was fun just throughout the movie, like all the little things. Like also, I had no idea how they flip cars in stunts was with like an air cannon underneath the car. Like, of course that makes sense. I'd never thought about it before, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I'm just a total dweeb in that sense. Um, the critique that I have of it, this movie is like 50% montage, and then another 50% of some stilted conversations between the two of them. Like, yeah, yeah, okay, 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 okay. Like that is probably about half the movie. But there were funny things that made me laugh. The dog was funny. Um, the Dan, the other stunt guy, the guy from Black Panther yelling action stars while he was fighting, that gave me a good chuckle. So in general, I liked it. I don't know that I'd watch it again. Maybe I'd watch it with a group. This seems like a fun like group movie to watch, if that makes sense. I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
Oh, we got a three
It
on
had
the
a great
board.
soundtrack too.
Three. I mean, the song that we heard 4 or 5 times in it from Kiss.
Was it
That
Pour
song?
Some Sugar on Me?
No, no, no. It was I Was Made for Loving You. I think that's what it was. By Kiss. I heard like
What's the
five
other
times.
one? What's the other one? The
What is the other one? Nah, you'll figure it out.
well, the one she karaoke, but was that Genesis or Phil Collins? It was
Phil
Genesis,
Collins.
right?
Definitely
Oh,
Phil
yes,
Collins.
Phil Collins. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
any way you want it. What is any way you want it?
No,
That's
it
the way you
wasn't
need
Any
it.
Way
What
You
song
Want
is
It.
that?
No, it wasn't that
No,
one.
that's not what she karaoke, but that song was in the movie as well.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Was that one or
But you
was
gave
it
it a 3. Good. The
No,
3 for not
I
paying
was paying.
attention.
I was
the
paying attention to the
sky
movie. I wasn't paying attention to the soundtrack.
Oh,
I'm
got it.
I mean, you couldn't really
sorry.
miss the one song they played 5 times by
I
Kiss.
I did clearly. The only
Yeah, yeah.
song that I remember is the Phil Collins song that she karaoke.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Is this a action comedy? What is it? What is it? Rom-com? What is this movie?
The blend action comedy romance.
I don't even know if it's so much a rom-com either. I mean, there's really not that much
No, it's
in
more
it.
of a comedy, action comedy.
There's definitely a lot
I
of
would say it's an
romance
action
element.
comedy. There's a rom-com element, sure, but it's very small. The majority of the movie has to do with him trying to rescue the actor Aaron Taylor Johnson. or get him back on set or whatever. It's a fun movie. I think it's like a love letter to stuntmen, essentially. Um, and I actually wanted to see the Jason Momoa version of that other movie. Um, I was like, oh, that
That
looks better
totally
than what I just
reminded me of
watched.
Tropic Thunder, by the way, where they were like winner of MTV's Best Kiss, and I was like,
Yeah,
ah.
yeah. So I don't know. It was okay. I could see why it didn't make as much money in the theaters as it did. I just don't. It's kind of like when you saw the previews, there was no appeal to it. Ryan Gosling's great. I think he's great in just about anything, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. This one, I could see why people were like, "I'll pass. I'll wait for video on demand or whatever streaming." And they got it. It came out pretty fast, so I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It's okay. It's not like the greatest. I mean, I don't know. It's watching the TV show as a kid. Like Carlos said, it's not the TV show. It's just they just use the guy's name. That's all. But that's
But they
pretty
did
much
use Lee Majors and Heather Thomas at the end.
at the very end. Yeah, Lee Major shows
I
up.
didn't know who they were, but I was like, these two that
Yeah,
randomly
they're from the
appear,
show.
they are definitely from the
Didn't
show.
he have a
Man.
truck in the movie in the TV show? Right? He
Yeah,
had
he had the truck in the movie too.
The
The
Bigfoot
brown
one?
truck. The
Well,
GMC, the big GMC.
Oh,
When
okay.
when he broke his back, he's living by himself or whatever. He
Yeah.
pulls into his, that's the
yeah.
GMC.
That's the GMC.
Then he had
yeah.
the updated one in
From
Australia
the
that
set,
he's driving
from the
around.
movie set. Yeah.
The set car.
Man, Heather
Yeah.
Thomas though, she was a smoke show back in the day. Man,
She
was a
looks
smoke
like
show.
she's been through the plastic surgery.
Oh
every year now.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I get it, girl. My
You
heart
get it?
goes out.
Did you see
Yeah.
that the nude colony?
And then
No,
just
it's
like-
just hard. It's hard to be a woman. It's hard to age.
It's hard to age for everyone.
Heart
Wait,
goes
what's her
out.
name?
Heather Thomas.
I thought you said Taylor Thomas, and then Jonathan Taylor Thomas popped up. I was like, fuck.
And
Oh
Blake
my God.
Shelton ruined the remake of the theme song. He ruined it.
I thought it was just
Is that
fine.
the one at the beginning?
No,
or
the
at
very
the
end.
end?
It's
Very
the
end.
last. It's sound just
The
fine. I
last
don't see the problem with it. I just
Yeah, I never knew the theme
Clearly,
song,
you didn't
but
like
it
the
made
show
no
nor the
impression.
soundtrack. Because if you think it's just fine, then you're an idiot.
it's just
And
fine.
that's the end
It's
of
just
it.
fine. It was a whole
No,
entire
you're an
song
idiot.
compared to
You're an idiot.
30-second intro to a TV show.
It wasn't
just
30
fine.
seconds. It's 2.5 minutes. Every show had a 2.5 minute intro.
That's the 80s.
Are you
Length
fucking
song.
serious? They had a
Fucking
2.5
Yes.
minute intro?
Yes.
I
the
mean,
so-
even
the
Full
theme
House was a
song.
very long intro.
Well, in the
too.
80s, they all pretty much had theme songs to start the show, right?
That's
Really?
true.
They just had to fill airtime. Jesus
Seriously.
Christ.
No, yeah.
The one thing that I will critique is at the very end, I liked all the stunt double stuff that they showed, like the real stunt doubles doing the
Right,
real
mhm.
things. I wish they would have kind of profiled them more. Like, I don't know, brought their like headshots up and be like, stunt for Ryan Gosling, stunt for blah 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 blah. Like, I don't know. I wanted them to get a little bit more legit recognition.
Right. 'Cause they're the unsung heroes, right? They're the ones who make the
Yeah.
actors look good.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
wanted to hear a little bit more from them. Like, instead of doing like, Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, like, why not like do the action shots of them with their names on it? I thought that would have been fun, but missed opportunity. Maybe Ryan Gosling was like, no, there's just the jawline just doesn't look like me, and you can't.
Should they have an Oscar award for stunts in a movie?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think so too.